Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pioneers of Buenos Aires taking on the Chicago Bears. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, the Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. In motion, the tight end. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Running again with Barkley on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Duggan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Duggan will look to throw this. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Duggan to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pioneers of Buenos Aires taking on the Chicago Bears.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Duggan now to throw.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Duggan. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Duggan looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw is Duggan. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Darius Slayton,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Pioneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 12 here. It's third down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On fourth down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got him that 7-0. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing is going for it in the passing game.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Second and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On fourth down, Dugan, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. From the 46, here's the second down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff as they run left side. There he goes left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll have a chance to really make that safety work to their advantage as they begin things here. Great field position on the plus side of the 50. Fights loose. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
154 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Duggan. That's caught inside the 20. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Pioneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Well, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on a free kick. And that's a big mistake. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
169 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Chicago has the first. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now,
touchdown! Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Pioneers have cut it back within a score. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Bears 22, Pioneers 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hand off now. It's Gray with it.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name wrong way, Marshall. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And oh, he caught it up. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the safety gave them the lead. Now they look to build on that lead.
How about what they put together for their team?
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose again. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards.
And the Bears add 6 to their lead.
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the... And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.